Hello Star Wars friends and YouTubers, our Biker Scout coming at you with a video, first Star Wars video on this channel. I'm doing it outside, so pardon the noise a little bit. This is inspired by a couple different things. Lately I've been looking at some of my Star Wars stuff and I found these cards, which I've had for a long time, but the pages are starting to get brittle. They're 6-pocket pages, so they're not always easy to find. But I finally decided to replace those. Also today, I seen Mad Woba's latest video, and he got some of these cards in a promotional magazine, Star Wars Galaxy magazine. And I noticed there is one video showing these off, but it's from a couple years ago, and it was from a Jedi Order 66 or Star Wars Jedi 66, something like that. I'll put the link in the description. It's basically an inactive channel. It was a review channel, but last 2 years only posted a couple Star Wars Weekends videos, and that's about it. So anyway, these sets I got back in 1995, 1996, 1997, widevision. It was a big deal to have widevision VHS back then. There was no such thing as DVDs. Well, technically they were, but I didn't have DVD till 2000. Of course, there's no Star Wars Original Trilogy DVDs till 2004. So really, this was a treat to get these cards, and I'll just talk about each set and just go through them. So first of all, let's look at the boxes here. There was actually 5 different sets covering the original trilogy. The original 3 sets, of course, are the ones each Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. 1995, 1995, and 1996. I kept the boxes. They're quite nice. Show images on the side. And the first set only came with one kind of wrapper, so there it is. Of course, that shot was deleted with the special edition. So I kept one wrapper just because. Here's the Empire box. Walkers, Yoda. They did a little different design on this box. Of course, these were put out by Topps. Topps has had the license since the first cards, 77. Then they had, it's a digitally remastered from the original film. They actually had a few different kinds of wrappers. Here's one with Luke and Yoda. Here's one with Vader. Here's one with Star Destroyer. And then we got 9 cards per pack, and then AT-ATs. So those are the wrappers. And finally, Return of the Jedi. Here is this. Different wrappers again. Here, 9 cards per pack. Jabba the Hutt. Ooh, Biker Scout. Han Solo, and Vendor. Here's a closer look at the box, cover, side, Boba Fett side. So there we go. There was actually a card and comic shop in my town at the time, so that's where I got all these. There were premium inserts, but I'll talk about those as we go into the card set. Okay, here's the binder. You got a special card with it, which I'll show inside. It actually cost $25 to get this binder in '95. It's the only Star Wars binder I have specific. It's quite a nice binder. I've never been a huge card collector, but these cards are like my favorite series of Star Wars cards ever. So let's take a look at the cards themselves. There's 120 cards in the first original Star Wars set. Most of them had still images from the movie. A few had some artwork. So the card number 1 has got this piece of artwork. I believe is it Howard Chaykin? It always tells you about it. Art by Gary Meevers and Steve Gargley, Ronnie Shepard under the direction of Joe Johnston. So then they tell you who is in charge on number 1 of these cards and set. It says stops along with Lucasfilm and Teleca Research Center has developed a new process for the widevision series. For the first time ever, it was transferred from a first-generation positive film, working with technical consultants who supervised the recent Laserdisc transfers We select 118 images in the original aspect ratio. So this is slightly before even the VHS widescreen releases. So here we go. On the back they usually have a character, and then they have more behind the scenes information on each one. They have production illustrations or other stills from the movie behind the scenes mostly. Intermixed in here are also cards from the special edition release, which is a 72 card set for hobby stores only that concentrate on new images or alterations for the special edition. Mostly for Star Wars, but there's a couple Empire and Jedi ones too. I think it was because it came out slightly after the special editions, they didn't have time to really get in all the Empire and Jedi ones that they wanted. So they're different, they're yellow bordered, and they got still the widevision symbol there. This is, you can tell, I put them in where they belong if they in the movie here. So here's from the original 120 set, and then this is a special edition set. And occasionally you'd get promo cards. These are promo cards that have different images than the actual set. It's a promo card for the special edition, which looks like more like the old version than what they came out with. So it's slightly different. I don't have all the promo cards, but if I do and they have a different image, they're inserted in here as well where they belong. So here is more special edition. They added evaporators here, of course. Different shot of the Sandcrawler. Twin Suns were cleaned up. There's the Tusken Raiders. I won't talk over much of this, but you can take a look here. This is the Mos Eisley overlook. Like you actually can see ships moving there, of course. New version. Hopefully this is not too glary. I am outside. More of the creatures, which is and they also made a 3D, which I believe is a 60 card set, and that's what this is from. This is a promo. I never got that set, but that's a promo of it. Of course, this is the same shot but replaced. Unfortunately, that is an ugly looking thing. Jabba the Hutt, the original 1997 version versus what they did in 2004, of course. The Boba Fett look. Chased down by the Star Destroyers. But these were really nice at the time because of the fact they were wide vision. You couldn't really get good shots of these. I mean, your pause on your VCR is only so good. So these are really, really clear. I didn't have a laser displayer ever, so couldn't pause them this way either. But they're directly from the movie, and they couldn't do that, of course, back in the 70s and 80s. And this is a kind of unusual format. I don't know enough about cards to know when they first used this format. There's a couple cards missing here because they fell out when my pages were crumbling. I do have them, but they're in my Star Wars drawers of stuff, so I didn't get a chance to get them. Here's the differences. Here's the original. Here's special edition. I like either version, actually. It's not so bad, but when you first see this on the screen and saying, hey, wow, that's like totally different what you can do. Oh, CG, wow, wow. And here's, of course, difference. Here's just little dots, and then there's the ships. I'm not showing you the backs of these, you guys, but if you really want to see the backs of these, I guess I can do another video on them. This is the promo that came with the binder right here. So the promo cards are different as they don't have the reflection on the side here. That's how you can tell it's a promo. There's 6 for each series, and there's like the back example of back of a promo card. That one's numbered 00. And then there's 6 ones that are marked P3 and 36, and then there was 4 of these that came with those original Kenners kind of reproduced figures. I don't have those. I'm not sure if I want to finish a promo set yet or not, because I haven't done that since 1996. So here, going into Empire, you had a couple art cards here. I always thought this was really strange piece of art, but of course this was not produced for the US market. I always would love to have a poster of this, the widevision version, but that is one heck of a expensive poster. And Empire, here's the first card for Empire Strikes Back. Instead of a 120 card set, it's a 144 card set. Here they have 144. Once again, rare production art, stills, and storyboards are presented at the backs. Special thanks to David Chalente of Lucasfilm, Rick Harding, and Lou Livingston of the Telekin Research Center. Enjoy. So these came out towards the end of 1995. There was a big promo card that from previews that I actually sent to VaderFan777, who's been sort of inactive lately, but I kept the other promos for the binder. I don't think I have all 6. Again, I mix them in if they have a different image. There was a couple. Here's the special edition card, but there's not as many you'll see in this set from the special edition set. Of course, there weren't as many changes in Empire and Jedi either. Here's another 3D one. This one came out really 1997. Actually, this 3D series for Empire never came out, I think, till 2010. I don't know much about it. Maybe you guys do. Another site I found was called StarWarsCards.net, and it lists pretty much every Star Wars card set ever. It's an older style website, but it is pretty interesting. It's got everything, international cards. These are really nice cards yet. They're not worth a ton. I'd say you could get a set for under 20. The promo cards you'd have to pay 20 or so for a set of those from each one. But they're still nice to look at. It's another, see, they didn't have the shot done, but they knew they were altering it, so they put that in the special edition one. Set 72. Same thing here. There's a card missing here. Why is that? I'm not sure. Anyway, I have it somewhere. Oh no, there's his hand. You can really see it if you pause it. No! Here's Return of the Jedi. It's another 144 card set. They use the original poster A or B style, directed by Richard Marquand, so on and so on. As always, special thanks to David Shamil, Rick, and so on. Lucasfilm, Richard Harding, and Lou Livingston of Telekin Research Center. And now the final chapter of the Star Wars trilogy. Here's these god-awful special edition dancers. There's a card extra here that I hide because I mean, it's stupid. It's got just the production art. I should just hide that whole sequence. I'd be happy. You can actually see the second skiff cards there, which is hard to do on screen, but now with our Blu-ray versions, of course, you can see every little person there, every little creature, and so on. Of course, that's all mostly painted in. Those of you guys still watching this, of course, we're getting to the Endor stuff here. Papu on the bike, Akbar. I always thought they ran into the shield here. I swear I've seen that, and other people said that too in theaters, but I don't know. That's some bad compositing, because actually one of the TIE fighters fly through the Falcon, but for 1983, it looks damn good. And I'm glad they didn't really make any changes to that battle in the special edition. I do wish they would have added maybe a little B-wing scene, even if it was like half a minute. That'd be plenty, because they didn't really utilize the B-wings that well. This is a 144 card set again. All these sets came with Ralph McQuarrie chase cards. Here we're getting towards the very, very end. Death Star almost going to explode. Sebastian Shaw, this is a promo one here. but it's a different image than what's in the main set, so I put it in there. You can see that it's got that same kind of thing there. You can look up which promos they had and where they came from. A lot of them came from magazines that are long since defunct. Here's some promo cards that are actually doubles of what's in the main set, so I have them in the back here. This one came from a Wizard magazine, I believe. This one I think was just a convention exclusive. I can't remember for sure. They also did these laser cards. That was a whole set too. That was in wide vision format. They also did the prequels. Here's a 3DI promo. Did not get those. I think that was a 60 card set. Another trilogy special edition with the blue, and it's the set band that came out with other colors. They also did wide vision cards for just regular retail for $97. And I just got a couple packs, so I don't have the full set or anything, but these are just some examples of these. It was really repeating what they had before mostly, so I just passed after I bought a couple packs. I think it was a 100 card set. There it shows like a promo for Empire, promo 6 for example. Here's promo 1, Return of the Jedi. And the actual, oh, I thought I had a chase card in here, but I actually traded away almost all my chase card. I did have one, but I don't know, I thought it was in the back here, but it's not. They were all Ralph McQuarrie production paintings, and at the time I didn't really care about it because it's like I hate chasing cards. I still do. I don't like doing it. The most I ever did that was the Star Wars CCG set, which I've never shown you guys yet, but I have almost this full set of that up to a certain point. Anyway, that's it. Those cards go for like $5 each. They're really nice. There's 10 of them for each set. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys, and if you want to see more card videos or whatever kind of videos, let me know. This is my first main video on this channel. Be sure to tell others that I have 2 channels now. Thanks, and as always, may the Force be with you.